All right, Mo. So, revenge on the deer that damn near took your life, huh?
Yes, actually, absolutely. That
You are so exaggerative today.
no, that's the truth.
That deer did not take your...
I came in here and told y'all that I was afraid for my life. Y'all laughed at me.
Maurice.
Y'all laughed at me.
Reese Cup.
Huh?
Isn't it Reesekins? It is.
This guy grew up in New York City, in the mean streets of New York. Survived that. Comes down here to the South, and it's a deer that almost takes him out.
Listen, when I commute in New York, okay, I might run into a rat, maybe a pigeon, or a squirrel.
It's like a rat the size of a deer, though.
Almost. But like Bambi. Not like this big ass deer that I've seen in the neighborhood. And y'all are acting like it's a baby. This is a grown man deer. This is a linebacker of a deer.
That's called a buck?
It's a buck.
Did it have...
I don't know how it got from Milwaukee, but it's a buck.
You idiot. A deer went down to Georgia looking for a soda steal.
Yes.
We're no longer calling them bucks. They're grown man deer.
Grown man deer. Okay. And well, if you missed this story the first time, yes, on my commute to work, I came out.
You mean your walk to work?
My walk. It's still a commute.
Literally, it's 300 yards.
It's a commute, not the focal point of this story.
You all in your exaggerations. I am impressed. Keep going.
I have to cross two streets, and I got hit by a car on one of them. Okay,
True.
It's
Facts.
a dangerous walk for me.
It is.
So I'm leaving my apartment. This particular day, my lady is leaving with me. She's on her way to the airport. I'm on my way to work. So at the point where she gets in the car and I go to say bye and I start walking to work, the bushes start moving. They start rattling. So obviously I'm taken aback. The next thing I know, I don't know what the deer was in the bushes fighting with, but he won.
Now, when you hear that going on in the bushes, is your first assumption the deer is back, or did you think it was like a person?
No,
he's retelling the first time.
I'm
Retelling the
recapping.
first time. Okay.
So the deer jumps out, and the reason I felt the way is because when the deer jumped out, we had that one-on-one moment where it was about to go down. It was a face-off, and I think the deer saw that I had something in me. I was afraid, but I was ready to fight for mine. And then the deer runs off. So I turn around because, of course, my lady would be there, startled and concerned about my well-being. No, she's waving from the lift saying bye, like nothing happened. So I call her when I get a chance, and I'm like, yo, what was that about? And she's like, what? And I'm like, you didn't have my back. Like, you weren't there for me when the deer. She said, what deer? There was no deer. I'm like, why would I make that up? There was a deer. It was, how did you miss it? And what if something would have happened to me? You got to work on your awareness. Like,
From the back of your lip.
yes. I didn't know what's going on.
You do have a point there.
Thank you.
You do have a point there.
So she never believed me. To this moment,
Really?
she never believed me. She still did not believe that I actually saw a deer.
What a weird story to make up.
Right. Who makes a story like that up? And so this, like 2 days ago, she comes into the apartment and we now run. Like every morning we try to get up and run. And she comes in and she's clearly startled. Like clearly. So I'm like, you all right? And she's out of breath. So I'm thinking but I'm like, why did you run upstairs? Like your run should have been over and you should have took the elevator. And she's like, oh my God, I just got chased by the deer. I said, I told you. I tried to tell you. Look at the revenge.
Chased by the deer, or the deer just looked at
I
her?
think the deer probably was just running with her, but she swore it chased her. Either way.
Oh, the deer just wanted a running buddy.
Yeah, now she's terrified of going outside. Revenge is sweet.
And she's from New York, too. See, this is what happens to the Yankees when they come down south, man.
We deal with pigeons, man, not deer.
The Bert Show.